Imagine having a roadmap to the human psyche, a guide that explains why your boss micromanages, why friends betray, or why you sabotage your own success. That's exactly what Robert Greene delivers in his 2018 masterpiece, The Laws of Human Nature. Building on his classics like The 48 Laws of Power and The Art of Seduction, Greene draws from centuries of philosophy, psychology, history, and biology to distill 18 universal laws governing our behavior. These aren't just theories. They're backed by stories of figures like Queen Elizabeth I, Martin Luther King Jr., and even notorious manipulators like Joseph Stalin. Greene argues that we're not as rational or unique as we think. We're driven by primal forces, biases, and shadows we often ignore. By understanding these laws, you gain empathy for others, control over yourself, and the power to influence ethically. In this extended breakdown, we'll spend time on each law, unpacking its core idea, exploring historical and modern examples, diving into the psychology, and offering actionable steps. Whether you're a leader, artist, or just navigating life, this could transform your worldview. Let's begin our journey into the depths of human nature. The 18 Laws, A Path to Mastery. We'll proceed law by law, building your understanding step by step. Law 1, the Law of Irrationality. At our core, humans aren't the logical beings we pretend to be. Emotions hijack our thinking before reason kicks in, leading to irrational decisions fueled by biases like the confirmation bias, where we seek evidence that supports our views and ignore the rest. Greene explains this as a survival mechanism from our evolutionary past, but in modern life it causes chaos, from stock market bubbles to personal arguments. Historical example, Athenian leader Pericles remained calm during the Peloponnesian War, avoiding the crowd's emotional frenzy that doomed his rivals. In contrast, think of the 2008 financial crisis, where greed and fear drove irrational investments. Psychologically, stress amplifies this. The amygdala overrides the prefrontal cortex, making us reactive. To master it, practice emotional alchemy by recognizing triggers, like groupthink in meetings, and pausing to reflect. Journal daily on decisions. Were they emotional or rational? Over time, channel emotions into creativity. Greene warns, our emotional responses to what happens to us are like a weather system that never stops. Apply this in relationships. When arguing, step back to see the underlying fear or anger. This law sets the foundation. Conquer your inner chaos to navigate the outer world. Law 2, the Law of Narcissism. We're all narcissists to some degree. It's wired in for self-preservation. But deep narcissists crave constant validation, manipulating others to feed their ego. Greene distinguishes healthy narcissism, self-confidence that builds empathy, from toxic forms that isolate people. Example, Coco Chanel transformed her painful childhood into a charismatic empire using narcissism productively, while figures like Stalin used it destructively, purging perceived threats. Modern parallel, social media influencers who fabricate lives for likes, leading to burnout. Psychologically, it stems from early attachments. Insecure bonds create grandiosity as a defense. Strategies, cultivate empathy by studying others' stories. Practice active listening without interrupting. To spot narcissists, watch for one-sided conversations or exaggerated self-praise. Greene advises, transform self-love into empathy. In your life, use this for better teams. Encourage vulnerable sharing to balance egos. Mastering this law turns self-absorption into a tool for deeper connections. Law 3, the Law of Role-Playing. Everyone wears masks. Social roles we adopt to fit in, impress, or deceive. Greene says we perform constantly, but skilled observers read the cracks. Mismatched body language or forced smiles signaling hidden agendas. Historical case, Queen Elizabeth mastered impression management, projecting strength while hiding vulnerabilities during her reign. Conversely, con artists like Victor Lustig, who sold the Eiffel Tower, exploited others' poor role reading. In psychology, this ties to impression formation. We judge in seconds based on cues like posture. To apply, hone your people reading by noting inconsistencies like averted eyes during lies, mirror subtly in negotiations for rapport. Greene quotes, We are all actors in the grand theater of life. Practically, in job interviews, align your role with the company's culture without faking it. This law empowers you to direct your own performance and see through others. Law 4. The Law of Compulsive Behavior. Our character isn't fixed. It's revealed in patterns shaped by genes, upbringing, and habits. Greene identifies types like the hyper-perfectionist who micromanages or the relentless rebel who sabotages authority. Example: Anton Chekhov overcame an abusive childhood to build empathy through writing, while compulsive gamblers ruin lives chasing highs. Psychologically, compulsions are coping mechanisms for unresolved trauma per Freudian theory. Build superior character. Assess in crises. Do you adapt or repeat mistakes? Refine habits via routines like daily reflection. Associate with uplifting people. Greene states, character is destiny. In careers, spot compulsive bosses early to navigate or exit. This law teaches self-sculpting for long-term success. Law 5, the Law of Covetousness. We desire what's unattainable. The grass is greener illusion. Greene explains how scarcity amplifies want, a tactic used in marketing and seduction. Historical: Cleopatra captivated Mark Antony by being elusive, creating endless desire. Modern limited edition drops like supreme clothing fuel hype. Psychologically, its dopamine-driven novelty excites the reward system. Overcome, appreciate your possessions, create desire in others by withdrawing strategically. Greene advises, make yourself an object of desire. In sales, tease benefits without over-revealing. This law turns envy into strategic advantage. Law 6, the Law of Shortsightedness. We prioritize the present, ignoring future consequences, a temporal bias Greene links to our hunter-gatherer roots. Example: French Revolution leaders like Robespierre focused on immediate purges, leading to their downfall. Today, climate denial for short-term profits. Psychologically, hyperbolic discounting makes future rewards feel worthless. Elevate perspective. Visualize long-term outcomes. Use pre-mortems to anticipate failures. Greene says, see further than others. In planning, set milestone goals. This law fosters wisdom over impulse. Law 7, the Law of Defensiveness. Ideas threatening our ego trigger resistance. Greene teaches soft influence, validate first, then persuade. Case: Milton Erickson hypnotized patients by aligning with their defenses. Modern politicians use echo chambers. Psychologically, cognitive dissonance causes shutdown. Apply, listen empathetically, mirror language. Greene: lower their defenses. In debates, find common ground. This law makes you a master persuader. Law 8, the Law of Self-Sabotage. Attitudes shape reality. Negative ones create failure loops. Greene categorizes: hostile, sees enemies; anxious, avoids risks. Shift to expansive, curious and resilient. Example: Howard Hughes' paranoia isolated him. Psychologically, self-fulfilling prophecies via confirmation bias. Transform, reframe challenges as opportunities. Greene urges, your attitude is your altitude. In personal growth, track mindset shifts. This law unlocks potential. Law 9, the Law of Repression. We suppress our shadow dark traits like aggression, but it erupts. Greene advocates integration for energy. Historical: Richard Nixon's repressed paranoia led to Watergate. Psychologically, Jung's shadow concept. Integrate. Journal shadows, express creatively. Greene: befriend your shadow. In therapy, confront gently. This law prevents explosions. Law 10, the Law of Envy. Envy poisons silently, shown in backhanded compliments. Types: leveler, drags down. Greene says transmute to emulation. Example: Salieri's envy of Mozart. Psychologically, social comparison theory. Counter: build self-worth, admire without resenting. Greene: envy is the tax on success. In friendships, celebrate wins. This law fosters genuine bonds. Law 11, the Law of Grandiosity. Success breeds overconfidence, ignoring luck. Greene warns of delusion post-victory. Case: Napoleon's hubris at Waterloo. Psychologically, Dunning-Kruger effect. Channel: seek feedback, focus realistically. Greene: stay grounded. In business, balance ambition. This law prevents falls. Law 12, the law of gender rigidity. We repress opposite traits, masculine, assertive, or feminine, empathetic, limiting wholeness. Greene pushes fluidity. Example, Katerina Sforza, balanced warrior and diplomat. Psychologically, anima animus per Jung. Reconnect, explore repressed sides. Greene, embrace your full spectrum. In leadership, blend styles. This law enhances versatility. Law 13, the law of aimlessness. Without purpose, we drift. Greene guides discovery via inclinations and mentors. Historical, Darwin's voyage sparked evolution theory. Psychologically, flow state from meaningful goals. Find, climb ladders of skills. Greene, develop inner authority. In careers, align passions. This law provides direction. Law 14, the law of conformity groups lower IQ, pushing mediocrity. Greene says resist via self-reliance. Example, Ash conformity experiments. Psychologically, social proof bias, build better groups, foster debate. Greene, elevate the group. In teams, encourage diversity. This law safeguards individuality. Law 15, the law of fickleness authority erodes with weakness. Greene advises aura, vision plus empathy. Case, Julius Caesar's charisma versus betrayal. Psychologically, halo effect. Establish, be present yet scarce. Greene, people follow strength. In influence, show consistency. This law secures loyalty. Law 16, the law of aggression. Aggression hides passively. Greene says channel into drive. Example, Gandhi's nonviolent aggression. Psychologically, catharsis theory. Spot, justifications like victimhood. Greene, harness your aggression. In conflicts, respond calmly. This law turns energy positive. Law 17, the law of generational myopia. Generation cycle, idealists to cynics. Greene urges transcending via zeitgeist awareness. Historical, baby boomers' rebellion. Psychologically, cohort effects. Adapt, connect across ages. Greene, see the spirit of your times. In trends, innovate. This law offers foresight. Law 18, the law of death denial. Ignoring mortality wastes life. Greene says embrace for urgency. Example, Steve Jobs' death is life's best invention. Psychologically, terror management theory. Meditate, daily memento mori. Greene, live with death in mind. In goals, prioritize. This law inspires fulfillment. We've unpacked all 18 laws, revealing the forces shaping us. Greene's message, awareness leads to mastery. Apply these daily for profound change. Grab the book, reflect on one law weekly. What's your biggest takeaway? Comment below, like, subscribe for more insights. Thanks for joining. Live intentionally.